broke my phone, and it's devastating. I just started using this S23 Ultra around 4 weeks ago. I haven't really broken a phone over the course of the last 8 years, and all of a sudden, my new phone shatters. And then you remind yourself, glass is glass, and glass breaks. Thanks, Jerry Rig. Today's video is all about what happened to my phone and how I rectified it. Let's go. Yes, it's true, I broke my phone. Not ideal. Not what I wanted to happen. Before we get into the process of what happened and then how I rectified it, I want to talk a little bit about the durability on the S23 series. Front and back is protected and encased by Gorilla Glass Victus 2. The frame is Armor Aluminium, which is Samsung's marketing name for the metal frame. What it is though, it is lighter and more durable than the aluminium that they've used in the past, which means that it maintains a nicer feel in the hand whilst also maintaining its durability at the same time. I thought it was working. The day before I broke my phone, I dropped it onto concrete face down. It's one of those heart in mouth moments where you cannot believe that you've done this. You pick the phone up and you think, oh no, what am I in for? Nothing. Not a single scratch on it. It was beautiful. I was very pleased and very grateful. At that point, I was told, why don't you use a case? I'm not normally a case person. I much prefer the phone as the way the engineers intend it. The subtle curves, the glass feel on the back of the hand, the colors that they put so much effort into creating. I want to show all that off and I want to see it and feel it for myself. So normally, not really a case person. And I was confident in that decision after I didn't break it. But then the next day, I went to a wedding. Weddings are fun. You go there, you have some drinks, you have some dance, and that's normally the event where something like a broken phone could happen. But I got through it. I got through the whole night. I was perfectly fine. My phone was fine. I made it all the way to my driveway. And I didn't drive, so when I was sitting there, I wedged my phone underneath me and I was sitting on top of it. And I completely forgot that I'd done that. So when I got up out of my seat, it flung out of the car. It landed back glass down on the concrete pavement. And I heard the noise. I knew it had broken. And I picked it up. And sure enough, the glass was cracked. You could see from the video just before, the height wasn't that high. I really dropped it from the car seat onto the concrete. And I would have expected it to survive. But it must have landed on a certain point because you can see the spider webbing that occurred. What I was really happy and grateful for though is the cameras were unscathed. And that's thanks to the design choice that Samsung made by lifting the lip of the cameras ever so higher above the actual glass of the camera. The glass is just slightly recessed in, which means that if it does happen to land face down, that ring protects the camera glass, which in this case worked a treat. So, living in Australia, we haven't got access to as many Samsung stores as there is overseas in the US or other European countries or Asian countries. So there's only a few options that you have here. One, you take it to an unauthorized repair center, which is those little kiosks that you see in shopping centers. They are either really expensive, but they also could be really fast. So options there. I could go to a Samsung store and maintain the warranty and everything is done and controlled by them, or I take it directly to Samsung's authorized repair center and cut out the middleman. There is a fourth option. I can call Samsung up and they will come out and collect the phone from my residence. I didn't go or choose that one just purely because I didn't have to. I was close enough to everywhere. I don't live regional. I called up the authorized repair center, TechWorks in Southport. Over the phone, they told me it would be 2 to 3 business days and a cost of 320 Australian dollars. Price, I wasn't too happy about it, but it is what it is. 2 to 3 business days, I thought that's got to be some sort of mistake. Like, if you have stock there, surely it can be done on the day. But there was no guarantee that they had stock. They couldn't tell me over the phone, so I just had to risk it. Eventually, I decided to take it in. After calling the Samsung store as well, they told me 3 to 5 business days, quoted me the same price. So I thought I'll just cut them out and I'll go directly to the authorized repair center. Let's see how that played out. Alright, so I've just got myself in the car. I'm going to drive to the repair center to get my S23 Ultra fixed. As you can see, it's not a terrible crack. It's really just along one side, and then it's kind of spiderwebbed out a little bit. Thing is, I can't feel it. Like, it's actually underneath the surface. At least the cracks are. These are the ones you can definitely feel them. It's not nice to have to go through this process, but at least if you've broken your phone, at least here in Australia, you'll know how long the process takes from me doing it. Let's go. Okay, so just left the repair center. It turns out that they had a back glass panel for the S23 Ultra in stock. So paid for the repair. It was 320 Australian dollars, and it's going to be fixed today. So I'll probably just get a call in a couple hours and be able to go pick it up, which is a great result and exactly what you want. It was a little bit skeptical at first because they did keep quoting me on the phone 3 to 5 business days. However, now that I've got the confirmation it'll be back today, I'm very, very excited. It's only 10 minutes away, so I'll pop back and pick it up. I was also able to put my phone into maintenance mode, which means I don't actually need to be worried about my data. And maintenance mode is the best thing Samsung has made in terms of repairs. I know you shouldn't really plan to break your phone, blah, 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 but it happens, and I have proved that. So the fact that I can put my phone in maintenance mode and not worry about the data that's going to be on there, and they don't have to factory reset or wipe the phone anymore. So all my stuff should come back as it was. So I'm pretty keen to see how it looks when it's finished. It'll look like a brand new phone, and I'll be able to update everyone on how easy this was. But obviously it's going to be a lot better if you don't break your phone, and that's where having a case comes in. Over to today's sponsor. Torras were kind enough to send me the Torras U Pro O stand and the Torras S23 Ultra Mars Climber with kickstand. The Torras Mars Climber is a great case for your S23 Ultra, as it has a nice frosted back and also a kickstand, so you don't have to stress about where to put your phone down when you're watching content. But the star of the show is the Torras U Pro O stand. A MagSafe charger for the S23 Ultra, the O Stand Pro can stick to any surface that can be magnetized. I don't have a MagSafe charger because I'm a Samsung user. I do like to stick my phone on the fridge and watch content while I'm reaching in to get a drink. Great. The magnetic ring on the back is built with a whole back array, bringing a more stable and faster charging experience. It brings the most advanced magnetic tech from Torras' lab. Had I had this case when I dropped my phone, I likely wouldn't have broken it, due to its full body shockproof with its 360-degree protection and anti-yellowing, which for a case of this kind is something you need. It's got the industry's first multiple airbag design and resists all kinds of bumps and drops. It has corner airbags that will provide solid cushioning for the corners of your phone. They're soft yet strong, with highly durable padded corner protection. The MagSafe ring also expands out and becomes an adjustable 3-way kickstand. It is strong, sturdy, and allows you to watch your content anywhere that you find yourself needing to bust out and watch some of your favorite YouTube content. Thanks to Torras for sponsoring this video. Link in the description should you want to buy one of these amazing S23 Ultra cases. So, completely true to their word, TechWorks are finished with the repair, and they actually just contacted me to let me know that they're just closing off the order and I should be right to go pick it up. So that is an exceptional level of service that I'm very, very pleased with. It could have gone the other way, particularly as they said if they didn't have the part, the back covers were on back order. So Samsung potentially didn't have enough to cover. Don't know what that says about people breaking their phones. Buy some cases like the ones from today's sponsor and protect that back cover. But overjoyed, they had it. I'm gonna go pick it up. I'll let you know how it all works when I get it back. We are back in business. S23 Ultra fixed, and benefits of a new panel, doesn't have to show my IMEI number. So I did already peel the back plastic off. I do just have the camera ones to do, which I will do very, very shortly. I'm going to pop the SIM card back in and take it out of maintenance mode. Taking it out of maintenance mode is really, really simple. all you need to do is hit tap to exit maintenance mode, and then all you need to do is then put in your PIN number, and the phone will come back and you have everything back the way you left it before you got it repaired. So happy days for me. I'll report on how the phone is. I'll cut to myself and I'll talk about the experience of using it again after having the A54 for a while. So it's been about a week now with my phone back in my hands, and I missed it. I missed it something dearly, and it just feels even better than what it did before. Somehow the glass feels smoother. The matte finish feels like much more premium. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely nice in the hand. All of the seals are tight, so it maintains its water resistance. They do all the testing inside the repair center as well, so to make sure it goes and passes through all of that. And the best part about it is I didn't even have to factory reset or lose any of my data. So maintenance mode for the win. They were able to do all the testing necessary to make sure the phone still works and operates functionally without having to access any of my personal data. Big win for maintenance mode. Now, I was lucky because TechWorks had the back panel in stock. Had they not, however, this could have been a very different video. We could have been, one, making this a few weeks down the line because I maybe wouldn't have had my phone back because the panels are actually on back order. So I was very fortunate there. And whilst I had a great experience, I know many people who haven't had a great experience with Samsung's repair service. But that is it for this week. I hope you've all enjoyed or got something out of it. Remember, whilst the engineers have designed it to fit really comfortably and ergonomically as is, nothing beats the protection of a case. So no matter how durable glass is, it can find a way to break and shatter. So use a case if you can. I'll link in the description the case that I'm using from Torras, and you can pick one out for yourself. Outside of that, make sure you like and subscribe. Really enjoying building this community. Hopefully you all want to stick around and come hang out with me between now and the next video on Twitter and Instagram. See you then. You!